Thus says Yahuah, behold, I set before you the way of life and the way of death. Stand in the ways and see, and ask for the old path where the good way is, and walk in it. Then you will find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk in it. Thus says Yahuah, the Elohim of Yasharal, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Let not the wise man splendor in his wisdom. Let not the mighty man splendor in his might. Let not the rich man splendor in his riches. Thus says Yahuah Elohim, cursed is the man who does not obey the words of this covenant. Then you will call upon me and go and pray to me, and I will not listen to you. Ask now among Gui, who has heard such things? The virgin of Yasharal has done a horrible thing. Because you have disobeyed the word of Yahuah and have not kept the commandment which Yahuah your Elohim has commanded you. Behold, I will surely bring calamity on them, which they will not be able to escape, and though they cry out to me, I will not listen to them. Why do you transgress the commandments of Yahuah, so that you cannot prosper? Because you have forsaken Yahuah, he has also forsaken you. This is your lot, the portion of your measure from me, says Yahuah, because you have forgotten me and trust in falsehood. Thus they have loved to wander. They have not restrained their feet. Therefore Yahuah does not accept them. He will remember their iniquity now and punish their sin. Surely as I thought, so it shall come to pass, and as I have purposed, so it shall stand. Thus says Yahuah your Redeemer, and he who formed you from the womb. I am Yahuah, who makes all things, who stretches out the heavens all alone, who spreads abroad the earth by myself. Thus says Yahuah, who made you and formed you from the womb. Who will help you? Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and you, Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. But now, thus says Yahuah, who created you, O Jacob, and he who formed you, O Yasharal, fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. You have sold yourselves for nothing, and you shall not be redeemed without money. They do not know nor understand, for he has shut their eyes, so that they cannot see, and their hearts, so that they cannot understand. Now therefore, what have I here, says Yahuah, that my people are taken away for nothing? Those who rule over them make them well, says Yahuah, and my name is blasphemed continually every day. I am Yahuah your Elohim, who teaches you to profit, who leads you by the way you should go. Oh, that you had heeded my commandments, then your shalom would have been like the river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. Your descendants also would have been like the sand, and the offspring of your body like the grains of sand. His name would not have been cut off, nor destroyed from before me. Thus says Yahuah, your Elohim, who pleads the cause of his people. See, I have taken out of your hand the cup of trembling of dregs, and the cup of my fury. You shall no longer drink it. And I will put it in the hand of those who afflict you, who have said to you, lie down, that we may walk over you. And you have laid your body like to the ground, and as the street for those who walk over. Keep justice and do righteousness, for my salvation is about to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Behold, I will refine them and try them. For how shall I deal with the daughter of my people? Behold, my servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing with happiness of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and wail for grief of spirit. You shall leave your name as a curse to my chosen, for Yahuah Elohim will slay you, and call his servant by another name. Woe to the shepherds who destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, says Yahuah. Therefore, thus says Yahuah of Elohim, against the shepherds who feed my people. You have scattered my flock, driven them away, and not attend to them. Behold, I will attend to you for your evils and your doings, says Yahuah. Therefore, thus says Yahuah concerning the prophets who prophesy in my name, whom I did not send, and who say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine those prophets shall be consumed. Thus says Yahuah of hosts, do not listen to the words of the prophets who prophesy to you. They make you worthless. They speak a vision of their own heart, not from the mouth of Yahuah. Thus says Yahuah, your Redeemer, the Kadash one of Yasharal. For your sake I will send to Babylon, and bring them out as fugitive, the Chaldeans who rejoice in their ships. I am Yahuah, the Kadash one, the creator of Yasharal, your king. Thus says Yahuah, who makes a way in the sea and a path through the mighty waters, who bring forth the chariot and horses, the army and the power. They shall lie down together, they shall not rise. They are extinguished, they are quenched like a wick. Do not remember the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness, and rivers in the desert. Thus says Yahuah, for I know the things that come to your mind. And he said unto us, even thus shall the children of Yasharal eat their defiled bread among gooey, wherever I drive them. Therefore thus says Yahuah, although I have cast them far off among the Gentiles, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet shall I be a little shelter for them in the countries where they have gone. Woe to the foolish prophets, who follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. Because you have spoken nonsense and envisioned lies, therefore I am indeed against you, says Yahuah. Are you defiling yourselves in the manner of your fathers, and committing harlotry according to their abominations? This is Yahuah, for 3 transgressions of Judah, Yehudah, and for 4 I will not turn away its punishment, because they have despised my Torah, the Torah of Yahuah, who have not kept his commandments. Their lies led them astray, lies which their fathers followed. Your wife shall be a harlot in the city. Your sons and daughters shall fall by the sword. Your land shall be divided by survey line. You shall die in a defiled land, and Yasharal shall surely be led away captive from his own land. For 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I have not turned away your punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. I set among you a plague after the manner of Egypt. Your young men I killed with a sword, along with your captive horses, and I made the stench of your camps come up into your nostrils. Yet you have not returned to me, says Yahuah. I overthrew some of you as Yahuah overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and you were like a firebrand plucked from the burning. Yet you have not returned to me, says Yahuah. Therefore thus will I do to you, O Yasharal, because I will do this to you. Prepare to meet your Maker. Return to me, says Yahuah of hosts, and I will return to you, says Yahuah. Do not be like your fathers, to whom the former prophets proclaimed, saying, thus says Yahuah of hosts, turn now from your evil ways and your deeds. But they did not hear nor heed me, says Yahuah. Therefore say to the house of Yasharal, thus says Yahuah, repent, turn away from your idols, and turn your faces away from all your abominations. Surely I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live. Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up from your graves and bring you into the land of Yasharal. Surely I will take the children of Yasharal from among the nations wherever they have gone, and will gather them from every side and bring them into their own land. Surely I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribe of Yasharal, his companions, and I will join them with it, with the stick of Yehudah, and make them one stick, and they will be one in my hand. Now I will bring back the captives of Jacob, and have favor on the whole house of Yasharal, and I will be jealous for my Kadash name. When I gathered the house of Yasharal from the people among whom they are scattered, and am Kadash in them in the sight of Gui, then they will dwell in their own land, which I gave to my servant Jacob, and they will dwell safely there, build houses and plant vineyards. Yes, they will dwell securely when I execute judgments on all those around them who despise them. They shall know that I am Yahuah, their Elohim. I will gather you from the people, assemble you from the countries where you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Yasharal, and they will go there, and they will take away all the detestable things and all its abominations from there. And I will give them one heart. I will put my Ruach within them, and take the stony heart out of their flesh, and give them a heart of flesh, that they may walk in my statutes and keep my judgments and do them. And they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. I do not do this for your sake, O house of Yasharal, but for my Kadash name's sake, which you have profaned among the nations where you went. Remove violence and plundering, execute judgment and righteousness, and stop dispossessing my people, says Yahuah. Now the end has come upon you, and I will send my anger against you. I will judge you according to your ways, and I will repay you for all your abominations. My eye will not spare you, nor will I have pity, but I will repay your ways, and your abominations will be in your midst. Then you shall know that I am Yahuah. That says Yahuah, a disaster, a single disaster. Behold, it has come. The great day of Yahuah is near. It is near and hastens quickly. The noise of the day of Yahuah is bitter. There the mighty men shall cry. That day is like a day of wrath, a day of trouble, distress, a day of devastation and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of trumpet and alarm against the fortified cities and against the high towers. I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahuah. Their blood shall be poured out like dust, and their flesh like refuge. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in that day of Yahuah's wrath. Behold, the land shall be devoured by fire of his jealousy, for he will make speedily riddance of all those who dwell in the land. I will utterly consume everything from the face of the land, says Yahuah. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the birds of Shamayim, the fish of the sea, and the stumbling blocks, along with the wicked. I will cut off man from the face of the land, says Yahuah.